Head football coach Matt Wells is officially no longer employed at Texas Tech. Coming up, MCTV Sports' Alejandra Salazar has the latest details on this week's shakeup at Tech Athletics.
Saturday's football game may not have been enjoyable for those inside the Jones, but there was still a lot of fun to be had just outside the gates to the stadium. MCTV's Reagan Rancer stopped by one of last week's biggest tailgates to get in on the action.
An unexpected tech alert message may have caused more confusion than clarification after Lubbock SWAT team was called into action yesterday morning. We'll have the details regarding yesterday's incident.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Jayden Santos.
And I'm MaKayla Glenn.
Texas Tech football has been the top story here in the Hub City after a big shakeup in the leadership of the team was announced earlier this week.
MCTV's Alejandra Salazar joins us now with the latest details of the firing of head coach Matt Wells. Alejandra?
Thanks, MaKayla and Jayden. On Monday, Athletic Director Kirby Hocutt held a press conference to officially confirm that the rumors of Wells' firing were true.
It's been a difficult day. Today on Monday. As you know, we've made a decision to relieve Matt Wells of his role as head coach here at Texas Tech.
Hocutt's announcement came 2 days after a 1-point loss to Kansas State at the Jones. During that game, Tech's offense was shut out in the second half for the first time since November 2018. Saturday's loss was also the second time in 2 weeks that the team had lost in front of a home crowd after a 31-52 blowout against TCU on homecoming. Wells is being replaced by interim coach Sonny Cumbie, who has been serving as offensive coordinator during the 2021 season. The Red Raiders still have 4 games remaining on the fall schedule, and all 4 opponents are currently ranked in the top 25. Tech is also 1 game short of being eligible for the bowl. There's currently no official word on a full-time replacement for Wells, but current rumors include UTSA head coach Jeff Traylor and SMU coach Sonny Dykes as the current top contenders for the job. Cumbie also has the possibility of taking over as the permanent replacement, depending on how the rest of the season plays out. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you more details as they develop. Back to you, MaKayla.
Thanks, Alejandra. Saturday's showdown with Kansas State may not have ended the way fans had hoped, but the atmosphere around the game was still energetic as the Tech community came together to enjoy the 4th home game of the year. MCTV's Reagan Rancer headed out to campus early Saturday morning to check out the festivities happening beyond the stadium.
Hey everyone, right now I'm at the Texas Tech student tailgate where today we play Kansas State and they're actually playing right now. But this event right here is being put on by Tech Athletics, and the fraternities here provide food, drinks, games, TV so you can watch the game and so much more just for your entertainment. And the parents, it's also Parents Weekend, so everyone here is bringing their loved ones and show them around Lubbock. Now if you look this way, the game is going on right now, as I said. So behind me, once you are done here, you can walk right across the street and you will be at the stadium watching Texas Tech and Kansas State. Students gathered west of the stadium for food, fun, and football. Fraternity members arrived early before the tailgate to set up for the day ahead. Tell me what goes into putting on this whole event today for your fraternity.
So we have to make sure that we have everything that we need for the tailgate to be successful. We need our bars here, we need the tent to be set up a day before, and we need to have our letters out front so people can tell whose tailgate this is. Attendees could enjoy photo ops, outdoor games, and watch parties with lots of food. Now we're on the Deke Smoker. Now tell us what you're making today.
All right, well, we're out here, we're smoking sausages. We have beef and pork, and then we have jalapeno cheese stuffed. Wrap them up in a tortilla, they're pretty good.
All right, so should we give it a test try?
Let's go for it.
All right, let's try this. We got a tortilla, sausage, cheers. That was good. I like the jalapeno. I'm not really a jalapeno person, but I like it. You think you did good on making these?
Yeah.
Yeah?
For sure.
Many parents stopped by Saturday's tailgate to spend quality time with their Red Raider. Bryant Arms made a trip to Lubbock to visit his son and participated in a game day weekend on Tech campus. How do you feel about Texas Tech tailgate so far?
It's been, honestly, through all that, it's been great. It's a lot of fun. I love it.
So what's your favorite part?
Just getting to see all the different people and the friends that he's made through this. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Tech, but all the people that he's got to hang out with, I really like that.
Although there were many other places to watch the game, students instead brought their parents to Saturday's tailgate for a more authentic experience. What made you bring them to the student tailgate instead of going out to the bars?
Just because, like, Texas Tech culture and the people that are around here, you know, I want them to see, like, what I do every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday or whatever, yeah.
Tailgating returns Saturday, November 13th for the Iowa State football game, and students can get in with their Tech ID to enjoy the fun. For MCTV, I am Reagan Ranzer.
In other news, members of the university community received a series of messages through the Tech Alert system yesterday after local law enforcement blocked off portions of Glenna Goodacre Boulevard across from campus. At approximately 10:30 a.m., Lubbock police responded to the 2400 block of Glenna Goodacre after receiving a call regarding a suicidal person. The call turned off into a standoff as police negotiators attempted to de-escalate the situation. LPD's SWAT team was called in shortly after the incident began, which is standard policy when negotiators are brought onto a scene. The standoff continued for nearly 8 hours, with the person taken into custody around 6 p.m. According to yesterday's Tech Alert, Wednesday's incident was isolated to the Glenna Goodacre area and was not considered to be a threat to campus. A follow-up message was sent out via Tech Alert around 4 p.m. yesterday afternoon, but a final message was not relayed to the Tech community at the conclusion of the standoff.
Hazing Prevention Week has been taking place on campus since Monday, giving students, faculty, and staff the chance to learn more about this important issue. Earlier today, Tech's Fraternity and Sorority Life hosted the Donut Haze event in the Subwest Plaza. Students could stop by and sign the Texans Don't Haze pledge to receive a free donut and t-shirt. FSL, along with several other campus groups, organized this week's event with the hopes of putting an end to the dangerous effects of hazing.
It can do a lot. It can degrade a person. It can cause depression. Suicide has been known to happen, so we just don't want that to happen.
According to Reyes, while hazing can happen in many places, it is more common on college campuses than anywhere else. If you have experienced hazing or want more information on what the university defines as hazing, you can visit the Center for Campus Life's website at campuslife.ttu.edu and click on Anti-Hazing Information and Prevention. After 2 days of dust storms and wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour, the South Plains experienced a significant cool down last night. Temperatures dropped from near 70 degrees yesterday afternoon to the low 40s overnight.
That's right, MaKayla. Students heading to class this morning experienced a chilly commute, with wind chills making it feel like the upper 30s. So will the cooler conditions stick around through the weekend? Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The MCTV tower cam is showing a lot less dust in the atmosphere today, as wind speeds have gradually decreased since this morning. There's also lots of sunshine today, and temperatures should climb near 70 degrees this afternoon. The wind should continue to decrease through the evening and continue to stay light through the weekend. With the decrease in wind tomorrow, should be a very nice day, with more sunshine and afternoon highs in the low to mid 70s. From there, we'll see another increase in temperatures with a return to 80-degree highs Saturday afternoon, but on Halloween, we will see the start of a cool down that could lead to some big changes next week. Trick-or-treaters headed out before sunset will enjoy sunny skies and mild conditions, with highs reaching the upper 60s. But after dark temperatures, they will drop into the low 50s by 8 p.m., with some clouds moving into the area. Looking ahead, the first week of November may be preparing us for a chilly few months ahead, with the cold front moving through midweek that could bring the official first freeze to the hub city.
Since the beginning of the fall semester, the Tech campus has seen a return to near pre-pandemic conditions. Not only is the campus a lot more packed, but there's also been a ton of events and activities for students. And one annual set of events is finally making its 2021 debut after more than a year and a half of cancellations and virtual events. MCTV's Patricia Perry recently sat down with a special guest here in the studio to find out more.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with the head of Presidential Lecture and Performance Series, Dory Boyschneck, to tell me about the Impact event they're hosting soon, kicking off their 15th season. So, Dory, what is the Presidential Lecture and Performance Series Impact event?
Thanks for having me. First of all, it's been a while that we've had a live event in person. So we have a concert coming up November 3rd. It's all the typical details in the Allen Theater where we usually are. Another music show that we typically focus on. But this time we have an a cappella pop jazz band coming up. Again, they're called Impact. They're coming in from Los Angeles.
Awesome. So why is this event being hosted?
We like to do a bunch of different music genres, and so we haven't had a cappella in quite a handful of years, and so we figured it was kind of time to bring that back again. A cappella, I feel, is sort of more accessible than any other genre because it's just vocal music. It's just, you don't need to know anything about genres or instruments. It's just the human voice, and it's relatable, hopefully, for everybody. And again, the genres are pop, so I'm hoping that that's sort of, again, accessible for folks. And in jazz, we've always done a lot of jazz programming, so it's sort of speaking, hopefully, for students and also our returning patrons who are sort of used to seeing jazz.
Awesome. So what is y'all's biggest goal for this event?
Oh gosh, well, like you said, we're kicking off the 15th season, so it's really sort of fun to start this season and celebrate our 15th birthday with these folks. So I guess the goal would be just to have a good turnout, hopefully have a good amount of students show up because it's free for them. So there's really not a lot of reasons for y'all not to come, right?
How can these students attend this event?
So all you have to do, you can come to the actual event November 3rd and just bring your TTU ID and you can pick up a ticket before the show. But if you want to make sure that you have your ticket ahead of time, you're welcome to come by the Student Union building. That's where the show's going to be in the Allen Theater. You can bring your ID, go up to the East Info Desk, which is right next to the Allen Theater, and just show your valid ID and claim your one free ticket.
So with Impact coming in, are there other ways students can interact with them?
Sure. So we're actually, all the talent we bring in to the TTU campus, we bring them to a classroom for an engagement, at least one on campus and often also off campus. But for tech, specifically for Impact, we're going to do a musical theater class in the School of Theater and Dance with them with Professor Joyner's class, and I'm so excited for that engagement. But something that's accessible for everyone, students and the community, we are doing a meet and greet and CD sales after the show. So you'll be welcome to hang out afterwards in the courtyard and meet all the guys.
Awesome. Do you have anything else you'd like to add about this event?
Well, I'm just excited there's another live show finally after a year and a half, so I hope y'all get to come. They're really fun. Check them out online. They're a good mix of soul, kind of like Stevie Wonder, and just jazz and brass like Michael Bublé Band. There's just a great fusion, and they have beautiful harmonies, so I hope that folks show up and get to enjoy them live.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today, Dory.
Thank you.
And back to you.
Texas Tech Athletics is gearing up for another busy weekend, and Major League Baseball is already making history during their annual Fall Classic.
MCTV's Alejandra Salazar joins us again with those stories and more in sports. Alejandra?
Thanks, Jayden and MaKayla. The Texas Tech volleyball team is looking to bounce back from a devastating loss to Kansas State last night. The ladies battled back from being down 2-0 to force a fifth set, but came up short in the end. They play again tonight at 6:30 for the second match of the series in Kansas. To stay updated with scores and stats, visit texastech.com. Moving on, if you hadn't had a time to make it out to the soccer games, tonight is your last chance. The Tech soccer team is hosting number 8 TCU tonight. This game will be closing out their regular season at home before they head out to Round Rock for the Big 12 tournament. The game will begin at 7 p.m. with coverage on Big 12 Now on ESPN+. If you happen to have some free time during the day tomorrow, you won't want to miss the softball team's first fall game of the season. The ladies will take on Lubbock Christian University at the Rocky Johnson Field at 11 a.m. You can check out texastech.com for scores and stats. Texas Tech baseball, on the other hand, kicked off their fall season against the Texas Rangers Instructional League team on Monday. The Red Raiders were led by 4 players, helping defeat the Rangers 14-11 in a 12-inning game. Parker Kelly, Cole Stillwell, and newcomers Owen Washburn and Hudson White tallied 2 hits each out of the 12 they recorded to secure their win. Texas Tech is back in action tomorrow at 3 p.m. as they kick off Game 1 of their inter-squad Red and Black series. Game 2 is on Sunday at 1 and will close on Tuesday at 3 p.m. The games will be played at Dan Law Field with free admission to the public, so if you want a preview of this year's team, you'll definitely want to check out these games. Next up, the Red Raider football team will take a trip up to Norman for a matchup against the undefeated University of Oklahoma. Kickoff will be at 2:30 p.m. and will be broadcasted on ABC. In other news, the World Series began on Tuesday night at Minute Maid Park, where the Atlanta Braves defeated the Houston Astros 6-2 in Game 1. It was eventful from the start, with Braves outfielder Jorge Soler becoming the first player to hit a home run in the first plate appearance of a World Series. Although the Braves took the first win of the Fall Classic, the Astros bounced back last night in Game 2 to tie the series before shifting gears and playing on the road in Atlanta this weekend. Jose Altuve hit a leadoff double and scored in the first inning before adding a solo home run in the 7th. Jose Siri, on the other hand, ignited Houston's offense, leading to a 4-run second inning that helped give the Astros a 7-2 win. Game 3 will be tomorrow in Atlanta at 7:09 p.m. with TV coverage on Fox. Well, there's plenty of action going into this weekend that you will not want to miss, so make sure that you check it all out. That's it for sports. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Alejandra. As we mentioned earlier, Halloween is only a few days away, and many people are starting to get into the spooky spirit.
And if you're looking for scary options to enjoy the most haunted of holidays, several university departments and groups have you covered. Tomorrow night, Mentor Tech will be hosting Nightmare on 15th Street in the Sub-Red Raider Lounge starting at 6 p.m. Students can stop by and enjoy food and games during the Halloween-themed event. Attendees also have the chance to win a prize for best costume or face paint. Nightmare on 19th Street is free and open to the tech community, but the fun ends at 8 p.m.
Also on Friday, a frightful new event makes its debut here at Texas Tech. A haunted tour of TTU campus is taking place from 8 to 11 p.m. tomorrow night. The tour will start at the Sub and then head to several ghostly locations across campus. This new addition to October's calendar is being hosted by Tech's Military and Veterans Program and led by members of the Raider Power of Paranormal organization. Admission for tomorrow's terrifying tour is $5.
And on Sunday, celebrate Halloween by joining the University Symphony Orchestra for one of the university's longest-running spine-chilling traditions. The annual concert kicks off at 1:30 Sunday afternoon at the Schools of Music's Himalaya Recital Hall. Music fans of all ages are invited to come out in costume and join USO for a night of hunting classics and fan-favorite orchestras. Members will also be in full Halloween dress and will be led in traditional compositions by Beethoven and Mussorgsky, along with familiar tunes from blockbusters such as Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Disney's Frozen. Sunday's spectacular event starts at 1:30 p.m. with a costume contest for the little ones, followed by the performance at 2:30 p.m. The concert is free and open to the public.
So Jayden, do you have any big plans for this Halloween weekend?
I do. I'm actually going to a few fraternity events, and I'm very excited about that. What about you?
I'm going to get dressed up and go to a party, so it should be pretty fun. And that's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekly Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.